Hello, welcome to the West Ham Way YouTube. Myself, Mark Carlaw. So it seems that West Ham are getting close now to tying up the first piece of business of the summer. Nayef Aguerd of Rennes seems to be almost done. It does seem that it's a deal that's edging closer and closer. Although ex-WHU employee who provides the updates for us on Patreon has stressed that, we can't ever get too excited until they really are holding up the shirt. But I think this is one for me I'm quite confident in. It does seem to be edging closer and closer each day. So let's hope that, over the next couple of days, this will be confirmed. Looking at the player himself, 26 years old, 6'3". Also, an interesting stat, he's also had the most forward passes in Europe for a defender since 2020, which is really impressive. I mean, and I've seen a few clips of him, I've watched a couple of games now, and he really looks the part. I think that's going to be a very interesting signing for us. The question is, though, does he go straight into the first team? Or is that where we're seeing him? I would probably say so. Zuma's going to be a key defender for us next season, obviously. Ogbonna's not getting any younger, and obviously with the injury he's had, I can see him now being a sort of rotation player for us, which I think is the right thing now. It's the right time for us to be investing heavily in a top defender. Also, we need to think about Diop as well. Is he going to be kept on? I'm not so sure. So it's interesting to see whether this is going to be the only centre-back sign of the summer. I'd actually like to think probably not. I think we're probably going to be investing a bit further in our back line, but it's exciting. As always, though, let's wait for ex-WHU employee to give us an update on our Patreon. At the moment, as I say, the press seems to be leaning towards this is going to be over the line very soon. So it's exciting. It's very, very good. The other one as well that seems to be close, which is I'm pleased about, although slightly mixed minds, but we'll see how we go with this. But I mean, Areola, obviously from PSG, he was on loan last season. Did a good job for us. Did a really good job for us, I thought, in the Europa League especially. I thought looked really solid. It seems that there was a toss-up between himself and Nick Pope. Nick Pope's obviously with Burnley, been relegated. Looks like he's going to be available. It was between him, I believe, and Areola. Now, from the updates we've had so far, and from what it seems to be leaning towards, it's going to be going towards Areola. I think Moyes, that's where he's leaning towards. I'm slightly mixed minds about this because I really rate Nick Pope. Now, don't get me wrong, I really like Areola as well. I know that he's obviously experienced at the club already, players like him and everything else. And he's a little bit younger as well, so I understand that. But I was actually leaning towards Nick Pope, but I'm not disappointed. I mean, if this is the way it goes and we do end up with Areola, I think it'd be a very good thing for the club as well. It's something that we need to address. We need a top goalkeeper now. I think Fabianski personally, although he's been a great servant to the club and still will be going forward, I would like to think now that we need a new number one, only really because of Fabianski's age now. And I think we need to be getting someone settled in that role and, leading the goalkeeper in front for us for the next few years. So I'm certainly not disappointed. Don't get me wrong. We're talking about a fee of about, I think, between £7 and £8 million at the moment. How true that is, I'm not sure. Still waiting for an update from X on that. And he will provide that, as I say, on Patreon. The only thing that's concerned me with this one was the wages. Now, as far as I understood it, if he would have joined us on the wages that he was on at PSG, that would have made him the top earner at the club. I'm not sure he's worth that personally. So I'd like to think that we've negotiated that down. I don't know what the answer is to that yet. Obviously, we'll get the updates as they come through on our Patreon. But at the moment, it does seem that this is the way it's going to go. But I would like to know more about the deal. I know that there was talk of possibly the loan being extended for another season with the view to us buying next summer. But from what I'm understanding now, that's actually not going to happen. That it's going to be a permanent deal. I mean, either which way, look at the two signings. If they do happen, of course, that is a big if they do happen. But, I'm quietly confident they will. I think it's a decent start to the window, actually. I mean, considering where we are, the season's only just finished. To get two deals done quite fast, I think is good for the club. But let's be honest, let's make no mistake, there's a lot of work to be done this summer. One thing that's quite interesting as well is the fact that we're, the players that we're looking to move on. There's been talk of Vlasic possibly, talking about Diop as well. I mean, these are big players for us, really, when you think about it. Considering the players that have already left, you've got Yarmolenko, Noble, this is a big summer, and considering what we needed on top of what we had anyway. I mean, we're talking about sort of, I would say, region of 10 players coming in, but it's, in terms of what's required. So it's a big summer. I mean, it's going to be typical that we're going to be linked with everybody. But as I keep stressing, and I've always said to everybody, ask me, X is the one that provides the updates. We've got a fantastic opportunity for anyone to come and join us on the Patreon, become part of the family. It's £5 a month. But the fact is, there's going to be so much speculation over the summer, I'm telling you, and it's going to be rife, especially with a club like West Ham at the moment, who are going to be going through a lot of change. We're going to be linked with everybody, let's be honest. So it's nice to get the facts and not get too led into, titter-tatter in the press. So, but as I say, these two deals seem to be going through, which is very exciting. What we will be doing is providing regular updates on our YouTube channel as and when they break. So, yeah, we'll see you very soon. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.